He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Broncos and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Carolina Panthers. The Broncos defense out there for this opening possession. They were winners last week, but were not at their best. They start on the ground here in Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. When you look at this Bronco defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if they're... Back out comes the Bronco defense. They'll be looking to get the ball back as quickly as possible here as this drive begins. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Quick, yellow, check white.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The numbers for Sanders last week: 24 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And
let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Holding, offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play. And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Young. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Baron Browning in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket.
The Denver defensive unit back out there. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a 1st down.
Young now after the fumble recovery. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yellow, line, blocks off. Ready, go.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it second down and 11.
Okay, ready? Ready.
Another run here with Sanders. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding.
Back out comes the Bronco defense. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own here as this drive begins with a first down. First down, Young. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Throwing, Young. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance.
The Denver defensive unit back out there. And a quick change situation here following the interception a moment ago as he'll try to get composed and defend against a 1st and 10.
Down.
Following the interception, Young over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Check pink. Yellow. Line.
On second down, Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Back out comes the Bronco defense. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense who just punted.
Here we go. Set, go. Set, go.
Now a first down throw for Young. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Black swap, opposite, green, blue, check. Smith, red.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Denver defensive unit back out there. They'll start by looking at a 1st and 10 at the 25.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Young. On the slant, he's got Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That throw by Young incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. Back out comes the Bronco defense. They'll be looking to get off the field quickly here as this drive begins. 1st and 10.
On the ready. 22 needle. Ready.
A first down throw for Young. There's the stiff arm. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Man in motion left, Mingo. Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get out. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Shot, 17.
Young on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Young's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Option right, Young. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 9. Here is Young. He completes this one to Mingo. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game.
The Denver defensive unit back out there. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. Young looks to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Going for it with Sanders, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. His throw incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Come on, set.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Clause 10. Ready.
Young now.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
43 rail.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Check white. Check pink. Yellow. Line it.
Young to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Back out comes the Bronco defense. They put in a very good shift so far. This one.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Blaster. 6. Hut, hut.
It's Young on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Red. Cycle. Set. Go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. The Sanders has got it complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Young on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year as you...
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination...
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays when I'm doing shows. Gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways.
Total team effort today, guys.